Jussie stood as defendants do and faced the jury, and when the foreperson of the jury announced that he had been found guilty of the first count, he didn't flinch, he didn't slump his shoulders, he showed nothing. He stood ramrod straight, and he, through all the counts, including the one where he was acquitted, he just took it. And then I didn't see him wiping his eyes, and I looked at his family, and they were stone still as well. They didn't moan, they didn't sigh, they didn't wipe their eyes. They all just took it.
With the resounding verdict we just received from this jury after one day of deliberations, in which they found Mr. Smollett guilty of virtually all charges of doing exactly what we said he did, of reporting a fake crime to the Chicago Police Department as a real crime.
And when it was over, Mr. Smollett actually shook hands with one of the deputies and smiled, and one of the clerks, he did the same. He was very gracious. He didn't break down when the jury left. He just listened to the verdict and left the courtroom after that.
So we feel 100% confident that this case will be won on appeal. Unfortunately, that's not the route we wanted, but sometimes that's the route that you have to take to win.
I don't know that I've ever seen anybody show absolutely nothing or flinch or something when they were convicted and keep their composure until the time they left the courtroom. There was very little, and like I said, he was smiling and shaking hands with one of the deputies, and I don't know that I've ever seen anybody quite that gracious when they've been convicted of a crime.